Welcome to Westgate Chevrolet. Today we're taking a quick look at some of the interior and exterior features on our 2020 Chevrolet Traverse. This Traverse in particular comes in our dark gray metallic paint. We also have our gunmetal gray alloy rims, rear privacy tint, and our RS trim package. We have our all-wheel drive system, blacked out front grille, as well as our blacked out Chevrolet bow ties. Now on to the interior of the Chevrolet Traverse. I'll walk you through a few of the driver's features here quickly. Starting off with our door panel, we have our soft touch black leather, copper stitching, as well as our chrome door handle, followed by our lock and unlock buttons. Down below that, we have our padded armrest, close handle, rear and front window controls, rear window locks, as well as our power mirror adjustment with joystick. Down below, we have our Bose speaker as part of the Bose Performance Audio series in this vehicle. We also have our power liftgate control and settings. On the side of the seats, we have our 8-way power adjustable seats and power lumbar support. Just off to the left of the steering wheel, we have our interior lighting dimmer switch, daytime running lights, and fog lights. See, we have our speaker tweeters in the dash. We have one to either side of the A-pillar, as well as the middle of the dash. We have our gauge cluster with a screen in the middle. We can adjust what we see on that screen with the buttons on the right side of the wheel. We also have our voice commands and phone hang-up, textured blacked out Chevrolet bow tie in the middle of the wheel, and then we have our cruise control, front collision alert option, as well as our heated steering wheel option on the left side. Steering wheel is wrapped in black leather with black stitching on the underside. Infotainment screen here, we have our audio, phone, and navigation, corresponding colored shortcuts along the bottom. This car also comes equipped with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then on the second page, we have our climate for front and rear, and our surround view cameras, and curb view cameras. We also have our hitch camera. Back to the home page, we have our main page here, which displays the current radio station we're listening to, our phone connected, once it's connected obviously, as well as our navigation. Down below that, we have our option to fold up the screen, revealing a compartment behind for storage, fully lined in felt, volume controls, and our home button. Underneath that, we have our climate controls, dual zone climate with screens in the middle, current temperature displayed in degrees Celsius. We also have a sync option, which gives us the ability to adjust both at the same time. Heated seat option for driver and passenger as well. Down below, we'll find two USB ports, auxiliary input, SD card slot, and our 12-volt charging port. Textured rubber pad. Two cup holders, chrome ring around it, as well as our gear select stock wrapped in leather with our manual shift option above. What we have here is our selective all-wheel drive knob. So if road conditions are a bit more favorable, we can swap over to two-wheel drive, allowing for a bit better fuel economy. And then if they turn a little bit worse, which they are now in Canada, we can swap over to the four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive system in the Traverse. We also have our towing and off-road option, as well as our traction control toggled on or off, and our lane keep assist. Then just off to the left, we have our parking brake. Lid for the center console is wrapped in the same black leather, also padded, and we have our same copper stitching. Open it up, and inside we'll find a nice removable tray. Very deep center console lined at the bottom. The front seats in the Traverse feature our same black patent leather, copper stitching, and a nice finish. We have our flip down screen in the rear view mirror, which features a 300% better view of what's behind us, especially in a 6-seater like this one. If we have any passengers in the rear, we may have some obstruction in the vision. Flipping it down makes for a nice clear image of what's behind us. Above that, we have our OnStar controls, dome lights and dome light settings, and our 3 garage door openers. Moving back onto the exterior of the vehicle, we can take a closer look at our alloy rims, gunmetal gray with our Chevrolet bow tie center caps. Front of the vehicle, you can see our blacked out grille, the black and textured Chevrolet bow tie and RS trim. Traverse is inlaid in chrome on either side of the vehicle. You can see our nice gray metallic paint sparkle in the sun as well. And we have our lock and unlock button on all 4 door handles around the vehicle. Also our previously mentioned privacy tint, Traverse all-wheel drive as well as RS badged in the rear, our dual exhaust, and blacked out Chevrolet bow tie. A few ways to activate this power liftgate. We have the button I mentioned on the driver's door. We also have our key or the rubber pad underneath of the tailgate or the liftgate. Press that, it'll activate. You can see with the rear seats fully reclined, we still have plenty of storage room, 60/40 split bench in the rear. To fold it down, we simply just pull on this fabric and the seat falls forward. You can use the previously mentioned options or the button overhead to close back up the liftgate. Now on to the rear interior of the Traverse. We'll take a look at the rear passenger features, starting off with our door panel. You can see some similarities to the front with the padded black leather and copper stitching. We also have our chrome door handle, window switch, storage and a cup holder, and even more storage in the lower portion. We also have our speaker. Rear of the front seat, we have our leather magazine holder. If we move over to the rear of the center console, we'll see here we have our modes for the rear climate, direction of airflow, fan speed, and our temperature. We also have 2 USB ports and our charging port down below, as well as storage underneath. We have our rear bucket seats in the rear, or in the middle row I should say. We have the same black patent leather and copper stitching. We also have the addition of a leather armrest. If we move down the aisle into the far rear, we'll see we have a 60/40 split bench, which offers for 7 seats in this vehicle. To correct what I said earlier about 6, this is a 7-seater vehicle. Have our black same patent leather and copper stitching, 60/40 split bench again. We have our USB port as well as storage on the side. That goes for both sides. And then above we have our vents as well as our dome lights. Thank you for joining us for this video walk around of the 2020 Chevrolet Traverse. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more daily Chevrolet videos, and we hope to see you in a Westgate Chevrolet sometime very soon.